Hey guys, before Mia goes to bed, please give her a huge thumbs up for all the great animation, special effects, all the good work she did on this intro. Mia, high five. Mia's off to bed. To bed. And now it's time for Titano Charge Review. Hey guys, I think our intro turned out really well, and I'm just so happy that I'm able to make videos like that with all the bad guys and just all the different characters they gave us this year. As recently as Super Megaforce, all we had was one X-Borg and Prince Who's It, right? Despite all these Zords being different from Japan and Zordbuilder compatible, I still had no trouble recreating those sequences very show accurately, and even though they're different, they still really do what they need to do almost exactly the same way as they did in Japan. This piece. You can store the head in the back, just like that. This piece goes over here, kind of hiding it, like that. He's already pretty much in Megazord form when you take him out of the box. This handle snaps onto the neck, right there. And then this piece plugs in, like that. And you've got Titano Charged Megazord. Now to turn him into a dinosaur, it's pretty easy. Just take that off. Take off his head, turn him like that. And then just like that. Bring his other leg down, flip that around, we're getting there. Turn his arms and bring down the foot, do that to both sides. And there. No, we're not done. Break that off, fold up the faceplate, stick that on the top of his head. His neck plugs in over here. Open this piece, take the top of his staff, and that's going to become part of his tail. And then I've got the Titano or Brachio mode. Comes with the number 10 charger. His mouth comes down, charger goes in. And then this part pops down, and it looks like a charger, which is also a cannon. So he can fire from out of there, in your imagination, of course. The chargers are molded in. Even though the US chargers are smaller, he would still need to be bigger for them to all fit, unfortunately. Possibly an upside for some people is that you don't need to collect 13 chargers to fill the back of him. Now also, you can't close this. I mean, you can, but this piece just won't be on there. Even if you want it to sit on top, you can't do it. And while you can insert his charger, this won't come down any further and it's not going to fold inside, so you do have to take it out if you want to close his mouth and put his cannon thingy back up. Alright, let's make a combination. Take your Dino Charged Megazord and take him completely apart. Neck comes off, leg comes off, leg comes off, leg comes off, legs come off. This piece comes off, that folds, that comes off. This comes out. Now you've got a lot of pieces. It's really not that complicated though. Take his tail piece off and close it. Unfortunately, I didn't catch this in our intro. In one scene, these legs are on incorrectly. I didn't even know they could go on both ways. So you can put the feet on either foot, and I guess it works just fine. Yeah, lift that up. But you want this piece facing out. So this is the correct way to do it. Even though you can do it either way. So that faces out, this faces in. And repeat with the other large leg. Take his toenails and push them up. Gold faces outside, and it snaps to the bottom of the foot. You'll see the pegs line up. Take his yellow chest piece, which thankfully does have the sticker, unlike Super Megaforce that really needed stickers. That goes just like that. Very easy. Take his main body piece, turn it around, and that just plugs in to the back. Line up the pegs, and it's not going to fall over. However, then you take this piece, and that plugs in the back. Take the legs, and this will give them additional support. You want the dinosaur heads facing forward. Now you need your Parazord. He sits up here, and you need your Raptor Zord. He's going to attach to the staff now. If I were a monster, I wouldn't want to mess with this thing. Take Titano's head, turn it around, and it just goes right back on the body the way the head normally goes when he's a Megazord. Just the faceplate isn't down. Megazord's helmet stores at the bottom of Titano's neck / staff. Rexy's tail turns around, and that just slides into the head, which goes over the head. And now you have your Ultrazord. I love this. I really love this mode, and I don't think we lost anything here. If you guys remember with Samurai, the yellow Zord didn't fold, so there's just kind of this arm hanging off of the bottom of him on one side, and that just didn't look right. So I love this combination, and it's very delicate in Japan. You don't have to worry about that as much in the US. Parazord comes off. He survived the fall, by the way. Gonna do one more form. Take his head off with his head, and that goes on the neck, like that. Take the body piece, and now, right here, this head and neck snap onto the body, like that, and you put the legs back on, or I guess the arms, become the legs, I should say, on the bottom here, like that, and he's going to stand up, like that. Now in the instructions, they don't have this piece visible. On TV, it actually goes here. I left it off in the intro because this is what the instructions tell you to do, and I guess it's not technically right. In Japan, this piece folds up like that. It doesn't do it in the US. But if you want to be more show accurate, you could do that. And then when you lift it up, it's not getting in the way of anything. It will stay like that, so you could do it. This lands in front of him. This piece opens, and then all the chargers blast the enemy, and he falls down and explodes and is not happy. I love this. I love things like this that are like just super powerful and have this like epic blast of colorful rays coming out of it, which he also does out of the chest as well. So I love both of those forms. I really love this combination. It's not, you know, so Japan-ish, even though I love Japan and highly recommend the Japanese versions as well. But, you know, this is different. It's a smaller size. Some people will favor Japan, some people will like the US, some people will like them both and for different reasons, and I'm one of those people. Like, again, that's not gonna break it. And also, thanks to the way they have this handle here, you can kind of take this arm, you can give him a little bit more posability. You can play with it a little, but you know, you can have him kind of hold the staff a little bit better, a little bit of posability. Now here is Bragigas. Little bit of a size difference and a price difference, but yeah, he has sound. From the side. Our transformation is almost identical to Japan's, except, you know, the few things I pointed out, such as... Uh-oh. I made it angry. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, off you go. All the chargers are in here. He's come out. There are 13 chargers inside of him, 14 if you count number 10 for Bragigas. These things kind of bothered me in Japan. The main thing for ours is I wish we could have had a better paint job. I really do. I really wish these could have been more golden, and I mean that's really about it. And just some more of the Guardians painted. I think every single Guardian, like all the Guardians that go in here, are molded onto Bragigas and Titano, which I think is really cool. Like up here is, I think that's Ammonite, right? At the very top. And if you look, all the molding is still here. It reminds me of like one of those kids games where you have to like find all the different things hidden in the image, right? But yeah, if you go through, you'll see just all these different Guardians. They're on the legs, they're on the arms. I think there should be 13 of them, almost positive. Fold this up. Now this folds backwards. It's a shame they couldn't have done that with ours, but oh well. Neck comes off, take that piece off. He stands up. Like all of this is exactly the same as ours. Take the head, put the head back. In Japan, he can't actually hold the staff sideways, so if that matters to anybody, that's one plus on ours. Despite having been very careful with Kyoryuger, the clip for pink is like very loose, and that'll fall off very easily. Yep. So the US version has been holding up better so far. It didn't take very long for these clips to kind of be this way. Even though now this is a couple years old. And then this piece, of course, breaks off every time. And I've been very careful with this. I'm only rough with these on the video so you guys can get an idea. Obviously, if I mess them up, that's my problem. But I don't encourage you guys to try to break your stuff. Always pros and cons. Okay. Let's put them together. It's the exact same transformation sequence I just showed. Actually, let's just do these two pieces. This slides on like that. It slides on like that. And then this piece goes over. We'll pretend this is the Japanese one. He would go on like that. Whereas in ours, there's just a Zordbuilder port. He just sits on like that. Very easy. This whole piece they got rid of with the Zordbuilder port. So, do we really need this? I don't know. It's not really that beautiful on Titano or Bragigas. I really don't miss it. I don't mind that that's gone. Our yellow chest piece just plugs in. This actually has tabs that you pull down like that, and then it goes over. Then it's just like ours. Japan's helmet actually attaches to that piece and folds up inside the tail. And then finally, this piece is detachable from the staff and it goes on the front. And there you have it. This thing is enormous, but it's awesome. I wish this could have been designed a little bit better. I really do. I love them both. Much bigger, more expensive. It has sound, it's got more paint, it looks a little nicer, smaller, more durable, less expensive, easier to find, minus Titano, which I really hope will get a better release soon. Removable chargers, non-removable chargers. This is where the headpiece goes, by the way. It snaps on right there. That can actually stand up just like that. I need your staff. No, no, no! Got him. Got it! Ah! Oh, that was a close one. Now you can put that in front of them. And this actually locks. You have to press down on that to open it. It's certainly impressive looking. And now you've got all the chargers and you can see all the nice colors. So it can actually say all the different charger names, which is also cool. I really love being able to see all the colors on the chargers. We don't have that, and I wish, I don't know if you guys noticed, when you close them, he's now the logo or a mouth, which is kind of fun, right? So I wish we could have had the red paint that fills in the eye. That's fun, right? Did anybody notice that? Ours can still do this. You just have to fill in the eye yourself if you care. And I'm just so thankful that we got the sticker this time rather than just like blank yellow plastic like we had in Super Mega Force. But in Japan, they got a glittery sticker. I'll just take the fact that we got a sticker at all. And also, both because this is Zordbuilder and because we have some American exclusive toys, you can customize this and make it different than what you saw in Japan. Pick our turtle thing, and this opens. And that can sit at the top of his staff now, which is actually really cool. It's a shame they couldn't have worked some of these Zords into the actual show, but I love the toys. Really glad they did that. I always like seeing what you guys come up with, both with displays and combinations, so let's take a look at some submissions. The first one's from Ryan. He calls it the Dino Savage Charge Ultrazord. That's a good name. Number 2, this is from Thomas from the UK. Number 3 is from Andrew. He calls it the True Dino Charge Ultrazord. Very cool. How'd you do that with Plesio? Is that actually attached? Number 4 is from Justin. Love the color. John agreed that Titano needed some more color and did some customizing. Number 6 comes from Art. Hopefully you'll find Silver Ranger soon. And finally, number 7 from Dan. And thank you guys for submitting. Always appreciate it. How many of you remember these guys? I used to love these. And look, they're almost exactly the same size as Titano Charge. Look at that. Here's Q-Rex from Time Force. You can open his mouth. Look at that. Nice silver paint. Watch this. Oh, he's transforming. Can do that. His arms can go up and down. You could fold the arms. That comes off. Now the head you have to slide forward and then manually place on his chest. And then, there you go. Now you have the Kyoryuger Megazord. If you wanted to take the tail off, you could. Nice chrome in here as well. Look at that. He's pretty much to scale. I've been into animation and special effects since I was a very little kid, and I love having multiple models of the same thing, because that's what they do in movies and on television. As far back as Mighty Morphin, you guys will remember the Zords looking a little bit different from scene to scene. If they were out in battle, if they were being called, if they were transforming, if they were the Megazord, these are all different models you're seeing. Here we have a perfectly good Q-Rex that's a nice size, and it transforms almost exactly like on TV. And then we had the deluxe version that had a Quantum Morpher controller that would make it fire the missiles. It had lasers that light up red or green depending on which mode he was in. He could roar, he goes forward, backwards, turns around. He could morph from Megazord to dinosaur mode by himself with the push of a button, and a lot of people didn't like him because the legs didn't separate. Personally, I would think the bigger one would be more exciting, but a lot of people really wanted the legs to move. And this will of course also fit in a smaller space. And he does have wheels, so he does roll. You know, it really depends on the collector, on the fan, and some people might want both. Now look at this Lost Galaxy Megazord. He's kind of got ball joint feet going on. You can move and turn the legs and bend at the knees. He's got some nice arm articulation right there. You could twist the fists. The arms can go 360. He can turn his head. So he has a lot of posability. You can put the Condor Galactozord on... Hey, I said you could put the Condor Galactozord... Oh. Let me try one more time. You can put the Condor Galactozord on the back. Make sure his wings are spread though. And then you can also hold him like that. So this is a really nice second version of the Galaxy Megazord. Got nice chrome. This does not transform though. And if you want it to transform, it's going to be a bit harder to have the same articulation. The legs are also kind of on a ball joint up here as well. Maybe in a Legacy version they could do something like this. I could see that being expensive, but we'll see. Kind of make him fly. I really love that. But again, he doesn't transform. Also love this with the chrome feet. These turn. The legs turn, also kind of on a ball joint. The knees bend. Look at that. These were great figures, especially for back in the day. The arms move and have more articulation here and in the elbow. And you can turn the head all the way around, which has a nice chrome face. And look at this. They didn't have to do that, but they did. There's even a little Magna Defender figure in here, who also not only folds the legs, they even made his arms move. I can't believe they had him do all that. That's really crazy. But that's really the best you can do to put him into the bull mode, which actually comes really close, but not quite. And then somewhere buried in my garage, I've got a Tor, the Shuttle Zord. You can even combine his weapon and form. Look at that. I'm like so impressed with these. These were really, really great. His batteries are long gone, but the chest used to light up. He does roll. These separate. I'm not sure why. They don't really need to. I'm not as impressed with this as with some of the others. Megazord they did, which has this nice chrome chest and his head can turn. The legs do come off, but they don't really transform. Triceratops just kind of works the best. And then you can kind of shoot the fists. And they also did Ninja Megazord that had some chrome on him, and he came with a sword. I don't want to drift too much, but I thought it was worth bringing these up. I love the Japanese stuff, but I think the US Zordbuilder is also good in different ways. Oh, and this little mini Falcon Zord was used on Power Rangers as the Falcon Zord remote control in Season 3. This is the toy that Billy was using as a remote. Where did I get all these? I got them at Toys R Us on Route 10 in East Hanover, New Jersey, in the year 1999, 1995. Actually, I think this was a re-release that I got in like 98, 99, Power Playback. 2001. Always best to try to buy these in real time. And for some people that were expecting this to be some huge, awesome, crazy thing, they forgot about Gosei Ultimate. They forgot about the Bullzord. They forgot about RPM, Jungle Fury, Super Mega Force. So this is what everyone should have expected. Japan's Bullzord was motorized. Gosei Ultimate was enormous and had chrome headers that were detachable. They are going to simplify it. It is unfortunate in some ways, and you know, Gosei Ultimate really only became a backpack. I really love his combination, so I really think of these three, he's really the winner. A couple people were asking if Titano can fit inside Titanus, which is kind of funny. Yes, he can. Actually, I think the Dragonzord's gold chest piece does pretty nicely with this combo. You can take the chain, and that does go around him. Now, you do have to push in on the legs when you're putting them in, otherwise, just go like that. He will slide in. There we go. How cool is this, by the way? How do you think Bandai's gonna handle this next year? Actually, this could be 2018. This could be a long way off. This could be June to October of 2018. Falcon Zord can even sit up there. Let's see if you can... You can do it that way too, but I think it's cooler if the guns are pointing at the enemy. Now this thing actually is not motorized, to my surprise. When I first saw the listing for this, I thought there was going to be a motor down here and he was going to be able to roll at least in that position, but he doesn't. That's too bad, but I love that Ninja Megazord can sit in there. I have to imagine there are not many other Megazords that can actually do this. So for 2018, I would expect something like this. I will still hope it could be a big, cool thing that actually has a motor, unlike Japan. I don't think it's possible, but we have had some RC Megazords, so you just never know. Would anyone actually care if this thing was motorized, or do you guys not really care? I have done this in previous reviews, but since it's Titano charge, one more time, take your Morpher, take your Titano charger, different audio. All the Titano chargers make the same sound. In the intro, this is where I got the roar from for Titano. It's got a few of them. Of course, I did a lot of sound editing, used a lot of sound effects, but whenever I can get them from the toys, I think that makes it cooler. So if it's possible, I do use the toys audio. So those are the Titano sound effects. Hey guys, it's also time to announce our winner for the Power Rangers Movie Prize Pack. Congratulations to Josh. You are our prize pack winner. And in honor of the Power Rangers movie, let's just do a for fun Power Rangers trivia question. And I'm not going easy on you guys, so get ready. What does Rita hurl to the earth, causing her monsters to grow into giants? And don't answer yet, here are the choices. Magic arrow, magic wand, magic cane, magic sword, or magic stick. Most of you guys are gonna get this wrong. This is a very difficult trivia question. But answer it if you dare. I dare you. All right, I think that covers it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our intro and you'll hit the like button, you'll share the video. If you enjoy the stuff we do, that always helps. We've got lots of good stuff coming, so thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please hit the bell button by the subscribe button if you haven't. I will always be back soon with many, many good videos. Thanks again for watching, and good night.